So in my opinion, there is an easy part and there is a difficult part of day trading. Now, you may think that the difficult part is looking at where to enter trades, looking at the strategy of knowing when to enter, right? You may think the actual technical part is the difficult part. I'm here to tell you that the technical part and the charts and the analyzing is actually the easy part. The difficult part is all in your head. It is the emotion. It is the risk, right? It's the risk taking. It's the being scared of losing. It's the not knowing how to manage a position. That is the actual difficult part. And that part of trading is what keeps you from success. The technicals, the charts, charting supply and demand, that is actually quite easy. But when you see a trade set up, do you have the confidence? Do you have the emotion stability? Are you comfortable enough to actually enter that trade, and do you know how to manage it? In my opinion, that is the hard part, and that is what keeps a lot of us from success. In today's video, I want to break down an Amazon trade, which is the exact thing that I talk about on this channel almost every single day. It is a break and retest of previous day lows. Now, being able to spot this trade is rudimentary at its core, right? This is not very hard to read. It is a break below the previous day lows. It is a retest of the previous day lows. It is a clear as day rejection of it, and it's a continuation to the downside. This is very easy to spot. Now, the question is, do you have the confidence to take that trade and accept the outcome? That is the difference right there. That is the difference maker. You can spot this trade. Do you have the confidence to actually take it? That is what makes a trader a trader. In today's video, I want to break down this trade. I want to share it with you live, and I want to talk through the psychology of this trade. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys, so here it is on your screen. This is the 2-minute chart on Amazon, day over day. This is Friday here on the left, and this is today, Tuesday, price action here on the right. Like I said in the intro, right? This is not difficult to read. This is a Friday low, very clear as day, 137 Friday demand that we broke below, we turned into a rejection, and we continued to the downside. You guys know, if you watch this channel ever, you have seen this multiple times on this channel. This is a break, a retest of previous day lows, and I talk about this non-stop. If we zoom in here on the 2-minute chart, what we can see here is we have this drop, a quick drop down below previous day low, which is at 137. We have a bear flag into that 137 level, and we have a beautiful continuation candle to the downside, and this makes a fantastic scalp to the downside on some put options. Now the question is, right, and you know I can talk about this over and over again in many YouTube videos, right? I can continue to show you these live trades. I can continue to show you how this strategy works time and time again. Not always, right? It's not always going to work. It's not a 100% win rate, but it is a very high probability, which also provides great risk to reward, right? Because if you enter here on the put side and you understand that if it gets back over 137, you stop out, right? This provides great risk reward. It also provides a great game plan, right? I'll look for that break and retest of previous day lows. I'll look for that bear flag breakdown. I'll put my stop over 137. I have my whole game plan, sort of set up here. The question is, can you find the confidence and can you find the acceptance to take a trade, right? And that is really the difference maker for a lot of newer traders. It's not about, I'm not smart enough to know where to enter. It's not about, I don't know what strategy to trade, right? I can provide that for you. The difference is, am I actually confident enough, and do I actually have the risk tolerance to actually put on real trades and to accept whatever outcome is going to come out of this trade, right? Once we enter this trade, let's say we entered around this 136.80, which you'll see in the live recording, we have to stay in this trade with confidence. We cannot micromanage this position. We cannot get out on a little bit of a green candle. We have to remain in this position as long as it is below our stop loss. And that is truly the difference maker that I see for a lot of people out there. I know there are a lot of people out there, including in the Discord community, who followed my trade there on Amazon, right? That maybe made some money on the trade. But there were also some people who possibly lost on this trade, right? Because maybe they got out on a little bit of a bounce. They were too scared, right? Maybe a little bit of a green candle, they instantly take that off because they're too worried about losing money, right? This is a problem, and this is due, right? The root cause of that concern of losing money and that root cause of not feeling comfortable in letting a trade work out is because you don't have confidence in the trade that you're taking. You don't understand what you're looking at, right? And you don't have that root confidence that you need to have before you enter any trade. This, in my opinion, is going to be the difference maker for you, right? You can learn the break and retest strategy, but do you have the confidence and are you able to actually put on this risk and allow these trades to work out? Now, one of my biggest tips that I can provide to you to let these trades work out and to have more confidence when entering them is to scale down your positions. Understand the amount of risk that you're putting into a trade, be comfortable with that risk, and no matter what happens, let the trade work out and just stop out over your stop. Do not micromanage it. Do not stress while the position is moving, right? Don't look at the 1 minute candles. Don't trade on the 30-second candles. Let the trade work out, right? Leave your stop there at 137. Position size correctly so that if you get stopped out, your whole portfolio is not gone, right? That's very important. We have to be position sizing correctly so that if we do get stopped out, if Amazon does break above previous day lows, right? If it turns it into a rejection but then goes back above it, maybe fakes us out, we have to be okay with stopping out there, taking a small loss in our portfolio, and moving on. So what I wanted to get across in this video more than anything, right, is I wanted to make the point that the technicals, the break and retest strategy, knowing where is a good entry, that is not the hard part of trading. That is actually the easy part, and that is something that you can learn from this YouTube channel, and you can learn quite well from watching videos online, coming to my live streams, watching other people online as well. The thing that I can't teach and anyone else out there can't teach is building confidence in yourself. Having confidence to enter trades, having that confidence within yourself to let these trades work out, being comfortable putting risk on the table, and that comes down to your personal situation. You need to make sure that you are trading within your means. You need to make sure that the trades that you're entering, you can sit comfortable and allow it to work and to be able to accept that outcome. So guys, I want to go ahead and run this live recording. It's not the biggest trade. It's a very nice percentage point win. You will see also my Google trade, which I will include in here as well. That was the bigger trade of the day. I'll show you guys Google. I'll show you Amazon live trades. I'll sort of walk you through, and you'll hear it in the live recording, my mindset when entering this trade, right? I'm letting this trade sit as long as it's under my 137 stop. I'm taking a little bit of Amazon there. September 8th, 136 put. I'm going to try it. Really light, 5 contracts. Not going to give back anything of profit here. I'm going to try that Amazon rejection play. 137, just right there in my face. Why not give it a shot? 15.5 rejection would set this up nicely. Actually looks pretty good. Let's get a little drop here, huh? Let's maybe get a little bit extra here into the 20 SMA and start taking some off. Beautiful Amazon downside. There we go. Beautiful. Taking some more off. And just the double top at 137. It's got to get you in, man. The break and retest of previous day lows happens so much. It's just a matter of trusting it. That's all it is. I've made that conclusion. It is literally just a matter of if you can trust it or not. And if you're willing to take a risk. That's all it is, right? You guys can find that level, right? Look how clear that is. 137, break of previous day lows. You push back into it. You double top at it, right? And at that point, there is not a thing that anyone in the world can tell you. All it's going to come down to is whether you can actually take a risk. That's it, right? Are you willing to take that risk? Are you willing to play off 137? Are you willing to lose if it goes back above it? So guys, I think a video that is important to a lot of people, right? We can find these setups. We can find these entries. They are not extremely difficult to find. Can we trust them? Can we let them work out? And can we accept the outcome regardless of what it is? That's going to be the difference, in my opinion, to your trading. That was the difference for me in my trading. I trade with the size I'm comfortable with. I'm okay of losing. I'm a confident loser because I know my strategy works. So when I take a loss, I know it's an outlier. I know I can accept it, and I know I can make that money back on my next trade. That is going to be key. I hope that you watching this video gives you some confidence, gives you an idea of what to be focusing on in your trading journey. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace. I'm going to take a starter on Google puts right there. I took 136 puts, stop over 137. The idea here is that this is a little bit of a weak push back in the 15.5. Now, if we break 15.5 here, then I'll probably get stopped out. But I'm looking to see if we get a weak push back in the 15.5 and if that equals a weak push back in the 137 on Google. 15.5 rejections would play really beautifully into a Google downside here. I'm adding to Google. I like it a lot. Definitely in for it. All right, I'm taking half off Google, up 16%. Very nice trade. That's just sexy, man. I'm going to scale out a little bit more on Google here at 18% just to start getting some profits out of it.